Alright, I'm gonna wait some witnesses, and for sure, the people in the call will have the right to remain silent until the defendant, named Sonia Laniak, has the right to, has the right to be answered when the person has the right to speak, like whenever the jury or the witness can speak. So, I'll be waiting for the members to join the VC in this court.
Because I at least record everything where I was accused and I debunked everything as I was addressing the allegations. Uh,
Okay then. Okay then.
It's gonna take a
People
while.
in this will take a while, but be for sure that the court preparation will be started. From now, I'm now going to wait for the VC will have its own wait for this until whenever the judge decides this will be on trial for a court for our standards. Be waiting anyway. I'll be waiting for someone who is joining the VC, and if anybody else is going to wait for anything, we need to wait for our witnesses because we can't just
Wait for
use
all of them,
our. Yes.
even Diana as a witness, and then I'll see if I can answer everything and try to debunk it.
Alright, fair enough.
Very fair, thank you.
Alright. I'll be honest, but I try not to be uncivil. So I'll be waiting for people who are joining the voice chat from this court of justice in this VC for many people. From now on, as my narration says, people in this voice chat has the right to remain muted because we don't want to be disrupted or talked.
Yes.
And from this only one thing, we'll just wait for the other witnesses to join the voice chat. Provide,
And with the provide with the evidence and
yes,
with
provide
and
with
as if
alleged
this
accusation.
and and questions asked to the defendant.
Yes, like questions asked by the defendant, as you had to um your honor to the judge. That's how what it really says.
Yep, that's right, Your
You
Honor.
have to address your honor to your judge because from now on, we'll wait until the person is being proven to be guilty if otherwise. So, everybody else has the right to remain
Hey,
muted.
Hey,
Everybody has the right to remain muted. We don't
yep.
want any disruptions because this is a court.
okay. I'm sorry. I'll just mute myself, okay?
All right.
Right. So
Alright.
we'll be waiting for people in the other voice chat throughout this in regards of the specific context. We'll have to wait until Diana Garcia comes in.
We will wait. Yes, we will all wait until every witness asks the defendant the questions, and the defendant will answer everything with no details missing. If I made a mistake on that and I was misinforming everybody, I apologize for that, and I will try to inform myself a little more.
Well, I'll be waiting until Diana arrives in the call. And for asking this, Diana will have the right to speak for their witness. Whenever not, if it's true, or if the situation is completely justified, I will be waiting before when this thing is gonna happen. Alright?
I understand,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Yeah, thank you. Alright. So, with Said is our witness right here. So, anyway, For many of these questions, I will be waiting for our witness to arrive in VC. Think.
Am I supposed to unmute myself or not?
Well, not when. We're gonna wait until Diana joins the VC. If not, then outside.
Alright.
Because in the court VC, everybody else in the voice chat has the right to remain silent except for Diana Garcia.
Understood.
And I have the right to remain. I have the right to remain to speak as well. I do.
Yes, you do, as the defendant.
But also have the right to remain silent.
Alright. Whenever the evidence is proven to be correct, or if it's anything any falsified, or any something that is unjustified evidences, whenever it decides whenever it's true or whatnot.
Or taken out of context.
Okay, so people are in the court chat, in the evidence chat. For many people from here, if the defendant is muted, then the court chat is available, and if they don't have a very great microphone, or anything else in regards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. I'm now gonna wait until everybody else is going to speak whatnot. So the evidence in this voice chat will... Anybody else in this court case will be in this chat. And for the people who are in their witnesses or their anything else, well, have the right. Everybody else in this VC of the rule, like, let's call it VC rules. Okay. Alright. Okay. If we are not gonna join, if the person really doesn't want to join the VC, I will decide whenever the person is meant to be unmuted. Okay, the chat has been revealed.
I'll see if I
Okay.
can, let me see if I can unblock her and see what I can do.
Alright. For the person in this court, Master and Dragon Samurai, better known as, well,
Diana Garcia.
Diana Garcia has the right to remain spoken. Any other three of you in this voice chat has the right to remain silent. Otherwise, if you are disrupting the voice chat, you will be server muted.
Yes,
Now,
server muted.
Diana. Now, Diana, you are feel free to speak to Julian, so I'll be muted.
Why, hello, Diana Garcia.
Oh.
Anything to say? Any questions that you like to ask?
Okay, so if it's really true that you really think like polygamy should be legal without even realizing it's a crime.
No, I don't. After doing some research, I don't believe polygamy should be illegal. Should be legal. Should be legal. My bad.
Well, you did post it on my server blade before.
As a hot take?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I
Right.
understand.
I know the thing is, I think I don't have a problem with polygamy relationships, but when it comes to people cheating, like polygamy, for example, that should be avoided at all costs.
Yeah, I know because
No
polyamorous and polygamous.
disruption in court.
Polygamy are different. They're both different. I did
Can't let
not
our voices
commit
be
any
disrupted.
polygamy.
We can't let
Really?
our voices disrupted like Sonya Laniak and Master Dragon Samurai being in the VC. I apologize if I shout, but we don't want this. We don't want our voices to be disrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're
That is
trying to.
correct.
We don't want to. We don't want to ruin our court right here, because I am the judge, and I will choose what the people has the right to speak.
All right.
Like say, I recommend you is to mute your mic so our voices won't get disrupted. So now I'll be muted, except for like Diana and Sonya Laniak.
Okay, thank you very much, Kyle. I appreciate. Is there anything you have to say, Diana?
All right. There's like another thing. You did say. Let's just see. So you did say, like, so for the S, so this Astria person, you were asking her like sending her a D, and she says she's really uncomfortable. And then when you said like you said you weren't well sexually harassing her, but in the screenshot it definitely tells that you were. And and you said and you were really said like you said you were about to do ERP, and you said that she was asking for it, but in the screenshot it doesn't. She says she's secretly uncomfortable. And you didn't pretty much respect her wishes. I seen like on some of these screenshots with some other previous victims that you did.
Do you want me to prove that she's lying? Do you want me to prove it?
Yeah, I would like to see.
All right. I'll see. Here you go. This is now. Let's go from all the way.
If it's proven to be wrong or something like that, we don't want any falsified truth, falsified evidences that are not completely true. So please be in mind. We want the context to be right.
I'll see about the ERP. All right. So this is what she said, right here. I'll start from the very beginning. The very beginning.
Okay, there we go.
You see this? This is... Well, that's understandable. May I suck it? Now, this is what she said. This is what she said. Because she and I were in an erotic roleplay. She says, may I suck it? Sure. This was a roleplay. This was a roleplay, actually. Because she asked... Because she was asking for, like, an erotic roleplay. Then afterwards, I decided to talk to her during erotic roleplays. And as time went on, I decided I was asleep. I didn't respond to her. And but then I got a little bit annoyed. But I was like, at school at the time because I didn't have time to like talk to her. But she was the one that's making me uncomfortable because I was waiting. Because I was trying to like, get to school and stuff. Because I'm busy with it. Because I was usually busy with school. And...
So you were busy with school, is that correct?
Yes, I was busy with school. And I told her I didn't have the time for it.
Diana, you're free to unmute, except for, say... Oh, somebody left. Well, so I'll be waiting I'll be waiting if Diana has the witness. Even if Diana doesn't want to join, I'll pick the decision what I decide. Or pick Chris or Brad or anything else like this to fully discuss this is completely true.
Alright.
So, chose if Diana's not going to be here, or if she's here, I'll pick the choice that I judge. So, Chris, you can speak in VC. Wait, Diana's here. Changed my mind. So, Diana, you are free to speak to Sonya Laniak.
I don't know, but when you scroll up some messages, you did say, like, may I see your bras in underwear? Don't you really think that's really quite uncomfortable to say? You did this to other victims, as I previously mentioned. We got, like, everything on screen.
But what if it's... But...
lying.
I believe that K-Boss was lying. I believe that she was lying.
And you do realize she was a victim of Gia Shia.
Yes. I did... Yeah.
So that means you're lying.
I don't think I was. I wasn't aware of Gia Shia. But I was aware of Gia Shia's actions. I was aware of it back then. And
and then you just decided to make her uncomfortable.
Please, may I speak? Well, that was the time when Gio Shia, I don't know, but due to his passing, I will not be disrespecting the dead or supporting him. I get he is a bad person. And also, I'm pretty sure he may have got arrested in the past. But what I've been noticing, that I found Gio Shia's YouTube account in the Lost Media Wikia pages. Like, from the YouTuber that I found, I mean, like, it's what I found from the, like, Lost Media YouTube channels. I legit never know, because back in the day I discovered Gio Shia for when I hated Sonya Laniak and Sade at the time.
That was back in 2021, I believe.
Yes. As of now, you are feel free to speak.
Like, let me point this out for the K-Boss allegation. I wasn't really trying to sexually harass her. In fact, quite the opposite. I was trying to, like, use the Speak On It jokes. She got the joke. She just got, the Drew Pickles and Barney Bunch puke Muppet jokes. And I wasn't trying to sexually harass her. I was trying to be, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to ask her nicely in a way. And she was, in fact, a legal adult. I did not groom her in any way. And from Keegan's Twitter thread, where he said that I groomed her, that was not grooming because adults cannot be groomers. And according to Noelis, adults can be groomed. And from
Let me speak.
her logic, if they're
I
saying that
let
I
me
was...
speak. I apologize for the disruption right here. I think adults can be groomers if it applies onto a child, but adults cannot groom on an adult. That's what I'm saying.
That is very true. I understand that. That is...
Okay. Okay, so Diana, you're free to speak.
Are you free to speak, Diana?
Probably she might be as muted, so I don't know. So probably if she... I'll wait to decide. Unless if Diana finishes talking. Oh, you can't right now. Oh, my bad.
Oh, our bad. Our bad. She can't talk right now.
Okay.
So
If Diana can't talk, so I'll pick the decision what to decide. Chris, you're in the lead of talking.
hold
You
on.
have the right to speak. You have the
So,
right to speak.
if I was talking... I'm sorry if I have to
Okay,
interrupt
muted.
you for a while. So if Noah at least was trying to say that that adults can be groomed, then according to Keegan's, then by Noah Lee's logic, then Diana Garcia and others would also be groomers as well. To me, that's kind of like contradictory and projection right there. And I know that adults can't be groomers because unless if it's a child. However, the allegation is proven false. I believe that this allegation was proven false because K-Boss was not groomed, nor was she sexually harassed. I was aware of her and Cage Vista's relationship. I was. And I'm sorry for not addressing the allegations early on because I had to take a little mental break for a while. And I had things going on with me. So I was trying to find, at least tell my side of the story.
Right then. So, Chris, you have the right to remain spoken. Oh.
She left.
After all, you have the right to remain spoken. I'll be muted, but from now on, you are feel free to speak to Sonia Laniak any time.
Right. Alright. So we come out here as by now as of today. So accordingly on Diana's screenshot sent in 9:27 a.m. in our area at Central Daylight Time, you stated the following thing: says getting a polyamorous relationship wasn't a bad thing. Okay, but then on this one here, she stated that says that you were trying to ask her of your dick, and while she was 18, which is correct, but what she doesn't really want is when she doesn't want it, you just say no. And it's like, okay, fine, I won't do it. But then you just want to say that you are stroking it like it's throbbing to it. So
No,
what
I
can
was
you
just
respond
what
from
I
what
respond
can you
with this.
respond from the screenshot that you were stating?
You see, from the screenshot, I believe that screenshot was taken out of context, and from my perspective, I was using it as a way to flirt with Asteria. I was flirting with her. No grooming nor sexual harassment there. I was flirting with her.
Okay, well, that is okay, and I wonder why. Okay.
And why do I believe that I was flirting with her? It's because I wanted, I just wanted to flirt with her and I just wanted to flirt with her with some sex jokes and stuff. You know what I mean? And She asked me, "May I suck it?" Like she asked me, as in for like an erotic roleplay, and from the screen sharing, from what I shared, is that the person, right, the person that I was role playing with, Asteria, was not sexual harassment or grooming. It was just us role playing. And then after doing that, I decided to go back to school and stuff. And as time went by, she tried to ask me for a role play, but I told her, I thought to myself, I didn't have the time to talk to her because I have to go to school and stuff.
Okay. Well, all right. Since Diana just joined the VC, I'll go back to you,
Right.
Mr. Kyle.
All right then. Okay. Was the evidence were you proven that you were not doing sexual harassment or grooming them? Is this a correct? Is this true or false, or is this truth or lie?
What are you saying?
Is
Again?
is is the sexual harassment and the sexual and like the grooming allegations, is it completely true, or is it like truth or lie?
Lie. I believe that the sexual harassment and grooming allegations are false. I believe that they are false.
All right. The witness naming Diana Garcia has the right to speak.
Anything else to
If
say, Diana?
Diana can't speak in cool, then I'll pick the other witness.
Big, I forgot I got my mic. Anyways, you say you're into ERP, right?
Yes. But
Okay, like can you
but
just
not,
explain the screenshot I shared? But what about the time I was because I did say like a NSW RP. And then you said you're not usually into RP.
sometimes I think the real reason why I sometimes don't do role plays is because it makes me kind of a little bit uncomfortable because I think I was like kind of nervous in a way because I don't know what I'm about to say. You know what I
That's not
mean?
pretty. Well, yeah, but
That, but I just asked, but I was like thinking to myself, I think I should take my, I may not, or may not be into erotic role play, but I should like, but I need to think about this because I need to take my time and patience about ERP, because sometimes ERP can lead to sexual unwanted advances if it gets out of control or fall into the wrong hands.
Okay. Okay. Was the sexual role play in question was the person or the individual was the person was the
hmm.
individual was completely uncomfortable, Diana?
What?
I'm just talking to the witness. Is this proven to be true to you?
Proven to be what?
The evidence that you made against Julian, was it to be proven to be true?
Yes, yes, it is. Also, I got like another one that he really made me uncomfortable, which I don't want to be comfortable with that shit. It's about that fetish,
Okay.
which I really hate the most. He just kept talking about it. And
So, Diana, where the 14-year-old kid was accused of sending out rape threats to a 14-year-old.
yes, it's true.
All right. So, Sonia Laniak, what do you really think for that accusation? Was it false or true?
False. I believe that this is false.
Hey, so Diana, as you can do your final talking, but I will pick the person I decide in this court voice chat.
Was
Well, I'd say he's guilty. That's all I have to say.
Wait.
I mean, like, no, don't spoil the judge like that. I'm the
Oh,
judge.
oh, sorry, sorry.
We can't prove me. We can't say that I'm guilty yet because we need to. Because we need to like listen to the other side of the story. Now, what was the now, Diana? If I would like to ask you something, what is the thing that I made you comfortable with? Was it the plushie fetish or something?
No, I never have a plush fetish. I
No,
never have.
no. I was. You mean if I if you're saying, was there any proof of me asking you about a plushie fetish or something like twerking with a plushie or something? Is that's what
Yes,
I'm
you
trying to say.
did. You just said you want me to learn like a plushie, and I said no.
And I understand that. I understand your decision. So I was like, okay, that's understandable. And I
I
decided
mean,
not
take a
to.
look at the screenshot again. You said like a bunch of times, and I didn't pretty much respond because I was very uncomfortable.
I didn't. I don't believe. Wait, a bunch
You
of
you
times?
mentioned Sade, that one.
Ah! Now, say it was on. Yes, I respected her decision on not doing. Not in. On. I respected her and I understood that the plushie fetus was gross. It was completely gross. And I don't. I wasn't trying to like put pressure on you nor Sade. I was trying to
You did,
be. I was trying to like ask nicely. That's all I'm trying to say here. And I don't
but still,
think.
it's weird.
Yes, it's weird, but
We don't want to keep the arguments. We don't want any uncivilized behavior. We want to have a positive talk whenever it is true or 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 lie or true or false or something like that. So please keep your tone to a minimum.
yes, keep your tone to the minimum.
All
And
right.
is there anything else? No. I understand why you don't like the plushie or why you don't want to do that, and because it makes you uncomfortable. I understood you. I was like, okay, that's understandable, and I won't do it. And I was like, okay, I won't. That's it. And I did that. I did that, but I was trying to like ask nicely, not in like in a rude way. Like I wasn't trying to do unwanted advances on you nor Sade. I wasn't, and I believe that this allegation is proven to be false. Because
Was
let's
the
face it,
Let me question this. Let me question this. Was the unwanted advances in question were proven to be true or false?
false. I believe that this
What about you?
allegation.
What about you, Diana?
I said most of it is true. She just kind of did it just to make me pretty uncomfortable, which I really don't want to do. I really don't.
Okay.
I
From
understand your
now
point
on,
of view. I understand. I understand your point of view, though. I understand.
Anyways, I think I'm done for now.
All
so
right. Let's see if I. Okay, so
so
once when
our
every witness
intent.
like
So
done
our next.
asking the questions,
All right.
and
The next person will be. The next one will be. The next one will be Sade. Sade, you have the right. You're the witness. You have the right to speak.
Okay, then I'll try to talk in a. I'll try to be more. I'm a little high right now because of all this in this intention and stuff,
mm-hmm. I
and a
understand.
lot of trauma and a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? Trying to avoid my trauma and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll just say it's there were moments where I just was and you know what I'm saying? It was because, at the time I just not because of, not because of the not only because of my trauma, but I also hear about I get too scared someone's gonna, hack you and then leak the stuff that you said to me.
Even
The point
though, even though I wasn't trying to like pressure you,
yeah.
because I
Or
was
when you
trying to
was
be,
at
nice and honest in a way.
Were you, when the pressure in question? that you did this to someone. What about you, Sade? Were you believing it if it's true or not?
I probably believe it's not. I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me because on one hand, I do agree some of it is false. I do agree some of it is true. It's like I don't like to do stuff that's really sexual in real life. I like to be in role plays and stuff, but that's mostly because of I get worried about someone leaking stuff online
Mm,
and stuff.
yeah, and I wasn't trying to leak it. I just kept it privately to myself.
Especially when it comes to people like this, when even though some people on the internet are asexual and some of them are not comfortable with the NSFW stuff and some of them are not completely comfortable with it, some of them are, some aren't, some are. At some point you gotta be careful what the person that you literally see.
Yeah.
So now I'll be muted and then you can carry on the talk.
Heck, you
Anything?
even did this.
Hmm?
And fun fact, you did this when you wanted to see my lower part. It was just very weirdly uncomfortable. Usually I gave in because I didn't want to say stuff out of fear towards, I might feel like a bad person for that. Not to mention, you did this to me when I was on my period. Keep in
Mm,
mind, I was on my period when that happened, when some of that stuff happened. Most of it happened. And when I did tell you, hey, one time my period felt comfortable, I think you respected it, but then but I think it's when you told me, when you said you wanted to see it, you wanted to see me. Yeah, it was just very uncomfortable because I don't know if you have a period fetish or something like that. Like, I don't know.
mm. I mean, I know about the. I may or may not be into fury fetishes, but I was pretty much more of an into an underwear fetish, actually, more likely.
Yeah, it's just because, I have a lot of underage, even the ones that are like striped.
Mm-hmm.
So, were you uncomfortable of sexual related situations, Sade?
On what? On what again?
Were you uncomfortable on sexual related situations on Julian?
Yeah, some of it. Many of it. I'll just be honest. Many of it was like somewhat pretty uncomfortable. At first, I didn't mind it until I got scared of sometimes people leaking it and stuff, and I get scared of that coming from
But
someone coming from someone who's seen a lot of stories, hearing a lot of stories on online about people, you know, doing revenge porn on
mm-hmm.
their ex and stuff, and even on in a site dedicated to leaking people's nudes.
I wasn't. Yeah,
Well,
but I
wait,
I wasn't trying to
I'll
do
wait on
revenge
this.
porn, and
I'll
nor
wait.
was I leaking it.
So the leaking in question, was it proven to be true or false?
False.
I
Alright.
know.
Whenever whenever it suggests it is legal to hack into someone else's computer by the United States law, and it may depend on your country, wherever you live in. And from its own country, hacking someone else's computer, although Brad lives in Canada. Is that so? Is that correct, Brad?
Yes.
Alright. So now I will say this, there will be say, do you
Yeah,
have to have a final discussion or it's what for you to decide?
I'll just tell them this. Like I feel like some of this stuff is pretty much false, but half is like kind of true and stuff. It's just like some of this stuff is really scary. You know what I'm saying? Because as someone who's been a victim of a lot of people's CSA, SA, and SH, and you know what I'm saying, sexual SH stands for sexual harassment. It
Mm-hmm.
really worried about people making me uncomfortable and stuff, and I get worried about this. Please note, I do not think you're a bad person.
I mean, like, I've heard that sometime that the urban spook person was questionable. Urban spook was a questionable, and it was like it's an analog horror, but it was criticized due to sexual abuse.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
had like CSA. It had CSA in it because apparently one of the characters was God God. One of the characters was sexually assaulted. It was a kid that was 11 years old named Corey, and he had weirdly enough he had the doll, a blow up doll, a name of the thing called Fuck Toy Corey, which was very questionable to say the least. Because as someone
well,
who was also a victim of
well,
CSA,
why was why was the analog horror was hated in question? I want to have answers.
there's a lot of reasons, but mostly it's because it's inconsiderate with the story and stuff. The characters usually you really root for either that get introduced dies and stuff, and then and a lot of things, and some of it's not even and it's not even a or it's just a VHS. And then there was that one incident where he's selling that merch called Fuck Toy Corey, and he's still selling it to this day. If I remember correctly, he also
Well,
made a. Not to mention, he made fun of. He also got mad at Postria for criticizing him about his analog horror.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure constructive criticism is important, and whenever it can lead to peace, but destructive criticism is a leading of a consequence that it may receive an unwanted argument or anything or giving people from stress right here. But now, in this court of order, in this suggestion of what they've been absolutely been spoken, if otherwise suspend true. So say, do you have final words before you speak, or no?
I just want to say that if Julian, I just wish my advice to you if you're finding make like try to make a long hour try to make the video a little pretty try to make the video might try to make a video pretty long and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And afterwards try to take a break from the internet for at least a good, I don't know,
A good long
as long as
while.
you after a long while.
Hey,
And
so, so in this decision, everyone in this court, everyone, so you have the, so, did you actually do a final word for Julian? Say,
yeah, I did.
alright. So the next person will be Brad in this discussion. So say
Oh,
you will have
Please
to
mute
mute your
yourself.
mic right here.
Boot.
So it's Brad's turn.
Your mic, Sade.
All right. What was that now?
Right, you can carry on the talk, Brad. It's like you can continue.
So I heard from like robotic blockster that there's like some like minors that you groom or some shit. It's like I keep getting DMs from people like that. Technically, like like I don't know how the fuck do I get those type of DMs. I was pretty much aware. I was unaware that I was sleeping
Now,
when all
you mean the people that I talked to? Who was it? Who
like
were
they
the
were like
minors?
a robotic blockster or what the hell. Like they witnessed like the whole shit.
Hmm.
I was pretty much unaware. I was unaware of that. And they told me in DMs and shit about it, and I heard from the server.
Is there any proof of this that you want to show? Like the screenshots? Like, do
Yeah,
you have any screenshots to prove it?
yeah. I think I can share screen it if you like,
Sure. Sure thing, Brad. Just share screen it and I'll see. And I'll see.
let me check in the evidence
Okay.
in this
I'm
one.
just trying to find it. Okay, I'm trying to find it. Sorry if I disrupt. Just gotta find
You
it.
can speak, Prada. I'm just gonna check. Let
Alright,
me
I'm
go
also
to the.
I'm also checking.
Alright. Hey. Let me go to the evidence. Okay. So the person in question. So, Brian, you are feel free to give the evidence at any time. So, if it's told, if otherwise.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on, let me screen share. I'm trying to like yeah, it sucks I can't crop shit, so I'm gonna have to do it.
Hey,
Oh yeah, my friend said
Bosh.
this shit, saying that still friends with Fine Lag, or what the hell, people has exposed his face, no.
People are saying that I'm from.
Yeah, people are, and, and yes, people are he tells me about the blacklist and shit, like, one of my friends from, like, Scotland texted me the other day, and I was saying this, and he's probably questioning me about you, and then I was like, and then I lost my shit, because I'm pretty much aware.
Although
I
I
wasn't
might
born in
have.
Poland. I was from United States.
Were you born in Puerto Rico? That's what you told me.
Yes, yes, I was born in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And then I think I had people hold on. Hold on for a second. I gotta go check on robotic blocks or shit. Fuck.
There's a robotic blocker when I see it.
I keep missing him. I'm still hungover from last night. Sorry. So I gotta search his name. Okay, I'm gonna type your name down and see the evidence.
Okay. So,
And here's what I
if,
remember.
if this person was okay, was robotic blocks telling the truth towards you?
Yeah. Yeah, he said this shit, and he witnessed like.
All right.
But
So, what's the?
from my perspective, I wasn't grooming any of them. I did not
Okay.
groom.
I want to see. I wanted to see the evidences on server regarding about Julian.
I'm just should I turn off the screenshot now?
Sure, sure, you can screen share anything you want. You can screen share, but
Okay,
like,
so
Yeah,
let
I'm on
me
my shitty phone. That's why.
all
take a
right.
look. Now, I asked for a role. Now, for Diana, Diana says I was thinking of an NSFW roleplay, like most of the time. Now, I use the fart as a way to like make a joke, because I was trying to like use the fart as a way to like flirt and make a joke about. That's what I can see from the evidence. I was flirting with them.
Okay.
I was making like Barney Bunch related jokes, and I and Diana says I was thinking of an NSW roleplay. I said I'm not usually into roleplays sometimes, but I only do it when I'm only comfortable. That's all I'm trying to say here.
Which I can understand.
Mm-hmm. And I was using the fart jokes as a way to like flirt with people, like flirt with you, right, Diana? As a way to like flirt, and
I mean, even if it's as a joke, I just still find it really uncomfortable and weird.
and I understand that, and I understand that. I understand you, Diana. I very much, and that's pretty understandable, Diana. Very understandable.
Okay. So now, Brad, what do you have the final thing to discuss to Sonia Laniak?
Anything to say? Emo Shadow?
And I heard people on I heard some people like Vincent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard he hates you because of probably the way you act or some shit.
Or the grooming allegation, or the fact that I groomed the people,
Yeah,
despite the
it's
fact
that.
that
Something like that.
adults can't be groomers. And by no least logic, she's saying that adults can be groomers on 88. So if she's saying that, and Keegan's saying that I was grooming, then by her logic, Girl Report, Severely Depressed, Diana, and others would also that they say I quote unquote sexually harassed are also groomers as well. So they just shot themselves right in the foot right there. To me, it's just like a contradictory because I wasn't really grooming them. There was no evidence to support that claim.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, people just misinterpret the word grooming as a way to demonize people what they just don't like, although pedophilia and child molester, and any other kinds of things that is similar to pedophilia can all share the same. Grooming can be different, but grooming is not supposed to be at any age. The requirement of grooming must be at least 16 years and older, or older.
Yup, 6, and it only affects on a child or a minor.
And it should be at least 5 years of age.
5 years, yes, 5 years, 5-year age gap. So therefore, Keegan is in the wrong, and I believe that he's lying.
Okay, but if Keegan really wants to be the witness in question, I would feel free. If he doesn't want to be involved, then I can absolutely ask his questions on his statements to correct the misinformation on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody else wants to invite Keegan, I mean, like, you can invite him too. I mean, like, do witnesses even have the right to invite people or no? Sonya, do you think that witnesses have the right to invite people or no?
I'm not sure. The judge has the right. I'm just looking at the evidence must be validated. The context must be right. The witness must prove if the defendant is guilty with evidence and with context. Witness and juror should not file any falsified evidence. The evidence must be specific. Any unspecific evidence will be ignored. The evidence must provide with proof, recordings, pictures, or any life-sharing links, chat logs, etc. Falsified evidence and speculative evidence will lead to consequences. And from the courtroom rules from the VC server says the judge has the right to speak. Any person who is disrupting or arguing in the court will be server muted. Any uncivil behavior will not be tolerated and will result in a kick from the VC or result in server mute. The discussion must be kept at civil at all times. The judge has the right to choose to ask or unmute when the witness and the jury finishes talking while the person is muted. The court leader has the right to choose whenever the person is innocent or guilty or whatnot. The witness and jury have no right to speak while the other jury or witness or defendant is talking. And they have the right to remain silent until the discussion and the other jury or witness or judge or defendant will finish talking. You have the right to remain silent. Failure to not abide the rule will result in server mute. I don't know if... But it doesn't say invite the people or anything. I don't see it from the VC court rules though. I don't see it.
Alright. Okay then. So, in suggestion, I think if this suggestion is proven to be true, I'm going to let 2 witnesses, Chris and Diana, to speak. Both of you, unmute your mics.
Okay.
Anything you would like to ask me, anyone?
Anyway, Chris, you are free to unmute your mic. Two defendants will be speaking, no disruptions.
So, is it really true that you're also in the server? Well, because you're in the server where they actually, where they send nudes and other types of things. Is that
Adults?
true?
You mean a server full of adults, right?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, I was in a server full of adults, and I did not tell anyone about it because, like, I don't want you guys to I don't want you guys to feel like uncomfortable or anything. And I try to respect as many people's boundaries as much as I can. The servers, the NSFWs that I go to were adult-related servers, and I was like over the age of 18. Most of them were over the age of 18 in the Simful server and the Superoni and other servers that you mentioned. They were adults.
I see.
Yep.
The adults in the server were completely questionable. They were no minors.
Ages
they
from
are
18 to 30 something years old.
Well, what's the age requirement of the server in question?
The NSFW servers in question should be at least 18 years and older. 18 years and older.
Alright, that's a very honourable question. Why did you not tell that, Sonya Laniak? I'm being honest. I'm trying to be specific right here.
The real reason why I didn't tell anyone about this was because I thought it would look bad in person. And I wasn't like trying to go in any relationship. I wasn't trying to like cheat anybody, and I wasn't trying to cheat anyone here on Discord. I'm not here to cheat. All I did was to try to find like a person that I wanted to meet in real life, who can respect my boundaries and stuff and has the same interests as I am.
Well, yeah, but there's dating servers on Discord, but there are some riskier ways that they can be. Some of them are child predators. Some of them are like sexual harassers. All that shit. You've got to be careful what you join, because if you're gonna do that, it might be risky. And yeah, Discord is.
So you have to pick. Yeah, and it's better off like
about reading about this because at the point you have to abide their terms of service.
Yeah, I have read the rules and terms of service.
As a result of your getting your Discord account disabled or permabanned.
I understand.
Okay.
Now.
So, Chris, you have the right to speak. I will let you be unmuted.
Okay, but alright. By the time stated in the screenshot, accordingly at 12:30 p.m. as of right now, accordingly by mother, I don't know the name of it, but they say that you said that she caught you sexting and trading nudes between the servers, and we've just been confronted by the following as stated pretty much, and it says that you were being a creep towards women and they're everywhere else. Say the following thing, and one more thing. Accordingly, also it says if you think that you were farting on your dick. Wonder why you came up with that. So, what are your responses in these screenshots? How can you tell without any denial?
I can tell that Keegan. I can tell that Keegan said that I was in those NSFW servers that I was in, and what I did in the NSFW servers was to ask people in DMs, and that was it. I wasn't trying to like sexually harass them. I wasn't trying to sexually harass the woman in the server. In those 18 plus servers that Keegan mentioned, and I wasn't trying to like be sexually abusive towards them.
Okay. Alright, Mr. Kyle. You will be back to you. As of now, that's all I can do for
Because I
now.
believe that Keegan's allegation is proven false. I believe it.
Alright. Alright then. Keegan's allegation were proven to be false by our 3-hour four witnesses in the court to decide whenever the person is guilty or innocent. 4 of you unmute your mics. Okay. Is the person guilty or innocent? I'm waiting to what
Guilty.
What about you, Chris?
I'm gonna say guilty.
Sade.
It's kind of hard for me, but I'll say I believe he's innocent, but I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. What about you, Brad?
I hate to say this, but guilty.
Okay. 3 of them say it's guilty. As I'm saying, Sonia Laniak, I'm sorry to say this. You are now officially guilty of, well, of like some crimes that you were involved in, sexual harassment, and, well, although I wouldn't say you were sexual harassment, I would say you're guilty of being a creep.
Even though I wasn't trying to be a creep.
Yes. I know I don't want to sound a bit way too rude, but I'm sorry I have to do the right thing to do as best as I can. Because it's for the best for your own work. Maybe I'll give you may give you a chance, I might even give you a bailout until you address the allegations right, until you make a video about it. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Alright. From this one at this time of day, it better be right. Is that true, the 3 of you?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It better be right, not dishonest, not falsified, or anything else, or any false related things. Because we don't want the allegations gonna be completely false. Although Sonia Laniak is guilty but not charged with a crime.
Thankful. I gotta be thankful for that.
Mm.
Alright. I don't want to hate you for this, but I'm being legit honest right here. But
Thank you all for listening.
it's best to take a break, take a monthly hiatus from the internet until once if you come back and if you learn your consequences and admit your mistakes, then I will probably forgive you. But I would better be saying it better be in the right.
But can we try this again? In the court
think
VC. We can?
I think maybe if I can give you a chance, if we can try this again, maybe I'll have the right to decide, because although court leaders have the right to
decide.
So, from now on, maybe the court will expire until if I decide to think about the decision of what I'm making. Okay?
Got it.
Sonia Laniak, I know that I may hate to say this, but you're not a bad person, but you are guilty, but without a crime.
Even though I didn't commit the crime.
Yes. So everyone, you are feel free to leave in this voice call. Until then,
I'll just take a break and then I'll just see if I can try this again.
When will you come back when this hiatus was going to start? After when the hiatus ends?
After the hiatus ends.
Well, after the betrayal of K-Boss, then?
Yeah, because I was feeling like I was betrayed by K-Boss, and K-Boss wasn't really groomed, and I don't believe that I should be proven guilty, because I felt like people are just misunderstanding me on what I'm trying to say here, because I wasn't trying to sexually harass K-Boss in any way. I wasn't trying to do unwanted. All I did was to tell jokes, like Barney Bunch related and Pew Muppet related, to flirt with her. And I did that with Cage Visa, along with the porn. And I was also trying to, say that I was flirting with Cage Visa with the NSFW images. She get the joke. No, they get the joke. They get the joke from the Speak Arctic community and the Pew Muppet. I was trying to use it as like a sex joke and using it as a way to flirt. And I wasn't trying to harass them, nor did I groom them. And if anybody thinks that this is like misinformed, I apologize for that. I'll try to see if I can explain all the details and explain everything on this VC again.
Whenever you make the full allegations, it better be in right grammar or
the right grammar
and proper correct sentences in there. And then the debunking the allegations thing must be specific.
Yes, everything must be specific. I'm trying to be as specific as possible.
Alright. So from now on, four of you in the voice chat, you are allowed to leave. Court is now over.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening my side of the story.
Okay. I will see you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow when we try this again.
Alright, maybe I'll see you maybe. What hiatus are you going to? When will you come back? What year, what month? July or August or November?
I'm not sure when.
Alright.
But I'll see if I can do it as soon as possible, because I wanted to get this case, like, resolved in a way, and try to be specific.
Alright then. Have a good day.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening. And then I at least tried. I had tried my best to explain the allegations and debunking it. I understand. Alright. I did it. Alright. No charges found. Let me see if I can try that again.